Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण everyone. So today is Thursday, 19th of October. It is Ashwini Masa or Padmanabha Masa, Sukla Paksham, Panchami Tithi. So there are no Vaishnava events today. So we shall quickly enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj is giving assurances to Dharma, and also he is going to say that how he is going to punish the miscreant, whether it is just by his own understanding or whether he is going to follow the codes of conduct according to the Lord's instructions given in the scriptures. Likewise, he has been speaking to Dharma in a different ways. So to protect the sadhus and punish the miscreants. So yesterday he was mentioning Anagasu iha bhuteshu ya agakrut nirinkushaha ahattasmi bhujam sakshat amatyasyapi sangadam. So even though he is a person belongs to the denizens of the heaven, if he is just acting just like a miscreant, then he is definitely to be punished in my hands. And I'll be relieving Ahattasmi Bhujam Sakshat. I'll protect the sadhus. Likewise, he was mentioning. And today, further, he is saying how he is going to protect. So, what is the reference for him? So, today he is mentioning that any person following the scriptural injunctions strictly and he protect such kind, that is the Parama Dharma for the king. So, he is going to protect such kind of sadhus. And according to scriptural injunctions, he would punish the miscreants who are not following all the instructions given in the Vedas. In such a way, he would protect the Dharma. That is the Paramo Dharma. So we are in the first canto, chapter 17 and verse number 16. राज्ञो हि परमो धर्मः स्वधर्मस्थ अनुपालनम् शासतो अन्यन् यथा शास्त्रम् अनापदि उत्पादान् इह राज्ञो हि परमो धर्मः. For the king, definitely paramo dharmaha. What is that? Swadharmastha anupalanam. And whoever is following the scriptural injunctions according to Vedas, whatever is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and the Vedas. Swadharmastha anupalanam. For they always refer for their actions and talkings and their thoughts only the scriptural injunctions. How to think, how to speak, how to act. So they always refer their activities, their speech, and their thoughts according to scriptural injunctions. That is Swadharmastha Anupalanam. And such kind of people are called sadhus. So that is the duty of the king to protect such kind of sadhus. Swadharmastha Anupalanam, to give protection to such kind of sadhus. Sasato anyan yata shastram and sasato anyan. While ruling others, yata shastram according to the scriptural injunctions. Sasato anyan yata shastram anapadi utpatan iha. And also anapadi utpatan iha. And just without deviating from the scriptural injunctions, punish the miscreants. Just according to the scriptural injunctions, punish the people who are all making the utpatas in the society. Utpatan iha. They do not follow the scriptural injunctions. So here, anapadi, it is very, very important. So there are some kind of scenarios that we have to violate the scriptural injunctions for a higher dharma. But here it is anapadi, it is in the ordinary situations. In the ordinary situations, one has to follow all the scriptural injunctions. But there are some situations where one can follow, one can violate to protect, to follow higher dharma, higher principle. So that is the anapadi utpatan iha. So likewise, Parikshit is giving how he is going to protect, how he is going to punish the miscreants. Everything is through scriptural injunctions and in the normal situations, not in the exceptional things. So in the exceptional things, one can violate for a higher principle. Rajno hi paramo dharmaha sudharmasta anupalanam shasato anyan yatha shastram anapadi utpatan iha. So translation for this verse is, the supreme duty of the ruling king is to give all protection to law-abiding persons and to chastise those who stray from the ordinances of the scriptures in ordinary times when there is no emergency. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the scriptures, there is mention of apad dharma or occupational duty at times of extraordinary happenings. It is said that sometimes the great sage Vishwamitra had to live on the flesh of dogs in some extraordinary dangerous position. In case of emergency, one may be allowed to live on the flesh of animals of all description. But that does not mean that there should be a regular slaughterhouses to feed the animal eaters and that this system should be encouraged by the state. No one should try to live on flesh in ordinary times, simply for the sake of the palate. If anyone does so, the king or the executive head should punish him for gross enjoyment. There are regular scriptural injunctions for different persons engaged in different occupational duties, and one who follows them is called Swadharmastha, or faithful in one's prescribed duties. In the Bhagavad Gita 18.48, it is advised that one should not give up his occupational prescribed duties, even if they are not always flawless. Such swadharma might be violated in cases of emergency, if one is forced by circumstances, but they cannot be violated in ordinary times. The state executive head is to see that such swadharma is not changed by the follower, whatever it may be, and he should give all protection to the follower of Swadharma. The violator is subjected to punishment in terms of the Shastra, and the duty of the king is to see that everyone strictly follows his occupational duty as prescribed in the scripture. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So in this purport, so Prabhupada is mentioning there are emergency situations or extraordinary situations that one can violate the scriptural injunction, but on a higher principle, not in the ordinary times. And one has to always follow, even though his activities are having some kinds of faults. Sadosham api natyajet. Even there are some faults, natyajet, we should not leave that swadharma. So that is, Krishna says, Sahajam karma kaunteya sadosham api natyajet. Sarvaramba hi doshena dhumena agnir ivavritaha. So every endeavor is covered by some kind of wall, just like a fire is covered by a smoke. Dhumena agnit ivavrutaha. So that is Krishna also mentions one has to follow strictly. So we should not Sreyo dharmans vigunaha paradharmo swanishitaha. Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha paradharmo bhayavaha. It is always danger to follow other people's dharma. So here Parikshit is mentioning that Swadharmastha Anupala, always protect the people who are following the scriptural injunctions. Who are not following, they will be punished. So that is likewise, Parikshit is giving how he is going to punish it. So this is everything, his words are, and his strength, his words, everything is aligning properly. And he is speaking to Dharma. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Radno hi paramo dharmaha sudharmastha anupalanam shasato anya nitachastram anapari utpatan iha. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is a letter to Hayagriva, October 21st, 1969, Tetten Hastpar. Can I request any dear devotees to read this letter?
Shall I read, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
My dear Harigriva, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge received your letter dated October 13, 1969 and have noted the contents carefully. The most enlightening paragraph of your letter is when you say to print 50,000 copies of our BTG. My idea is that we should print at least 100,000 of this magazine every month. If not immediately, then in the very near future. And it will be quite possible to do it easily because we have got our own press. I'm so glad to learn that you are deeply absorbed in additional work and your good wife is assisting you. I have received one letter from Shama Dasi, how much she is pleased to assist you in the great task. I am also glad to learn that you have received the manuscript sent by the Purushottama from Hamburg. Please finish up the business very nicely, and the balance manuscript will be sent as soon as you want it. The date mark on the magazine, I think, is already removed from the face of the cover, as I see it in the 28th issue. Your desire that you could be always with me is exactly befitting, because I need your service in that way, and I wanted to keep you with me always. But somehow or other, Krishna desire is in a different way for better purpose. Now, by Krishna's grace, you have got a nice wife, you have got a nice home, you have got a nice engagement, along with a nice desire to serve Krishna. So all this combined together means your future is very great. You try to utilize the situation properly, and I wish to help you in my best capacity. If you could get some service in some of the university in Boston, that would be great facility. Then both of you yourself and your wife could live in Boston and do additional work more conveniently in corporation with Sattvarupa and others. I think in that way, I think in that way. So far as New Vrindavan is concerned, I am very glad to know that Kirtanananda is touring and trying to maintain and develop the affair of New Vrindavan by his own endeavor. It is very, very encouraging to me that in his last letter, he expresses his desire to sell our books and magazines. I replied his letter that he can take with him as many books and magazines as he likes and sell them and utilize the profit also. But I have not received any reply from him since a long time. I'm so glad to learn also that you're working in the university is not so much bouncing, so that you can utilize your time more for additional work. Please note it carefully that publication of my books is so dear to me, and I wish that you help me to the highest perfection of this work. You wanted my desire to order you something, you shall carry out. I wish that you may take up this responsibility and do it nicely in all circumstances. I hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever rulusha, S.T. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Any points, Prabhuji?
Yes, 2 points which struck in my mind is Prabhupada always emphasized how dear, how he how the printing and the books are dear to him. He always push every devotees to distribute books and magazines to reach to all the people. And the other thing is, Sri Prabhupada said in this letter, if you sincerely wish to serve Krishna, everything will come to you. He was saying to Harigriva that you got all the facilities. If you have sincere serving tendency, Krishna will arrange everything. These are the 2 things Prabhu I took from this. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So beautifully summarized. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to highlight? No? Okay. So in this letter, also my takeaway points, Prabhupada is mentioning giving good targets to print the magazines so that it will be reaching to maximum number of audience. So that is, and also as a family, when we have all Krishna conscious family, it is very nice to engage in the devotional services. It is all positive, and sometimes we see devotees half. So one of the person is a devotee and the other person is wanted to have material opulences kind of desires, then it is very difficult. So here Prabhupada is giving instruction when all the family is engaging in Krishna, that is the perfect family. So in such a way, so we see by the examples, all Prabhupada's disciples, many of them are Grihasthas. They are properly executing their Krishna consciousness and coming to the temples and giving association to other devotees so beautifully. So that is my takeaway points from this. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Any other points, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from the Prabhupada's letter, and from the announcements point of view. So today evening we have got a Krishna Katha with Ramanath Prabhuji and also Sham Gudiwada Prabhuji. So that is for today's event at 8 p.m. Coming Saturday, tomorrow, some Saturday morning we have got continuation of Bhagavatam. That is from 2nd canto, chapter 9, and Vaikuntha descriptions, how Brahma is seeing and how the Lord is enjoying with all his opulences. So that is Bhagavatam, and Saturday afternoon Krishna Club, and also Saturday evening Chaitanya Charitamrita session, special session with Navdeep Chandra Prabhuji. And also we have got fundraising for Narasimha Dev in the Chandradai Mayapur temple. So I have shared those details. So there was a small mistake in the bank account number. I corrected that one. I have reposted that message. So this is the same account number and details which were shared before also for the deity dress outfit. So that's all. So kindly try to contribute before. I think we would be waiting until 28th or just Kartik Purnami starts. I mean Kartik month starts, and then we would give this Lakshmi to the Lord in the Kartika month. So that is from the announcements point of view. And the dear devotees, if you have got any further updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Okay, so if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with the further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। हैव ए कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर